Hello and welcome back to Mask Off Media. We got a very special guest here.
Playdeville, man. What's up, man? I'm glad to be
sir.
here. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you on, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
So how's everything going, bro? How's business?
It's going good, man. Just been grinding, chilling, you know. Fucking staying focused back on the drawing board right now, you know.
Yeah, so you were saying that you were back on the drawing board and that your last album or the last thing you dropped was about a year ago, or?
No, I dropped an album in about like around February.
Oh, okay. Of this year? Or?
Yeah, of this year.
Oh, okay.
I recently dropped a video a couple weeks ago.
Shit, right
Just playing around, you know, little leftover tracks that I had that I didn't use. I really haven't been writing much. I just hit the studio last week, getting back to it, working on a new tape and everything. But
gotcha.
I wasn't doing much, so I was like, I had a couple songs in the vault. I was like, let me just see what they're doing, you know, see what's up. Did a video with my boy Turtle, dropped it, and it's doing all right. For
sure. And so what do you plan on doing, you know, in these next few months, few years? What do you got plotted?
Right now, like I said, back to the drawing board. I'm just recording, not doing anything really right now. I was doing shows these last couple months, you know, going different places. I did one with my boy Turtle hooked me up with the show with Drummer Boy. I did another one with Mike Sherman in L.A.
Oh, right.
That one was pretty cool. It did his thing. It was actually a good crowd and everything.
Yeah.
And then, but honestly, just right now, I've been just trying to figure out what's next. Instead of all these shows, I've been doing a bunch of old songs, stuff like that. So I figured, you know what, I should just probably just sit back and time to get back to work, right?
Got you, and plan ahead, or we'll plan for the next big thing.
Like right now, my main goal is nothing but just record, right? See what comes up, and then I want to drop a tape probably about early spring.
Early spring, okay, yeah. Shit. How'd you get that connection with Mike Sherman, bro? That's crazy.
I was working with one of the homies. His name's Gervin. He reached out, actually. I never met him before, nothing, and he wants to show me what he can do, and he's trying to manage me.
Oh, shit, okay.
And it's a trip the way we met, bro. I never heard of him, nothing, and then I got tagged on Instagram that I was going to be at this show, and I forgot what show it was, but I got tagged with YG Dreams, and I hit him up like, what the fuck is this, you know?
Yeah, what's this about,
like, we're doing a show. He's like, oh, yeah, this guy hit me up. He wants to manage us. I was like, oh, all right. He's like, but why?
You and YG?
Yeah, he was trying to manage just stuff like that. We're giving it a try, you know. We're up and down with it, doing different things. And so far, I mean, he's coming through. He's doing his thing. He's putting us in places that we should be. So it's cool.
So but, you guys have never been under management or anything? This is like, you guys just been solely independent?
Yeah, I was part of a group back when I started rapping until 2012.
Oh, okay, shit.
Excuse me. Yeah, I was part of a group for a long time. I barely went solo, I want to say, in about 2019, 20. I went solo.
Yeah. What's the group name?
MSM.
MSM, and how'd that get started?
I met him through a homie that passed away. Cali Boy, rest in peace. I met him through his cousin in high school, and then I just started hanging out with them, you know, and they had their own rap shit going on, and I would go around the studio, kick it, drink, and one day I just started rapping, you know, writing shit to myself, and one day they called my name, hey, you got anything for this? Hopped in the booth, and they liked it.
Shit, okay.
And then from there, it was just history, you know, I started rolling around everywhere with them.
For sure. And what got you in? Oh, so is that what got you into writing and rapping?
Yeah,
or
bro, because honestly, it was never like, I swear it was never a plan.
For sure.
Like, never a plan. Like, I never thought, like, as a kid, I'm going to be a rapper or nothing. Like, I met the homies and...
So just being around them, you're like, all right, I'll fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I'll be at the pad on my little fucking phone and just start typing shit to old school beats, writing over them, and they liked it. I was like, all right, cool, fuck it. You know?
Yeah, tapping with them. That's fucking cool. Yeah. So you rode with them till 2019, and then what happened?
2019, 2020. No, because I dropped my solo tape, like not being under the group, in August of 2020.
How come you left the group?
Just, you know, like, I felt like I was in the background for a while, you know? We had one of the homies from the group that he's doing his thing, actually. You know, he's popping, he's doing numbers, and I just feel like when you're in a group, there's too many of us trying to do the same thing, and everybody got to wait their turn. And I just felt like, you know what? Time to go, you know? But, you know, much love to them, and shout out to them, you know, because they showed me a lot.
For sure. Are they still around and stuff?
Oh, yeah, they're doing their thing.
For sure. That's good.
They're doing their thing.
Good for them.
You know, my boy's been going back to back lately, too, so he's up there.
Damn.
His name's YB. You guys should check him out. He's hard.
Hell yeah, absolutely. We'll tap in with him, or if he taps in with us, either or. If you see
you
this.
know?
So, with that, what made you? When did you start blowing up on Instagram? Because I see you're at like 15K. So
13
when did it?
right now. 13.
Oh, 13?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you like? Did you have like a big moment, kind of like a big break in a sense when it came to your music? Or
Honestly, I think it was when I left the group. Not necessarily just because I left them or because I didn't need them, but I think everybody was so used to seeing me with them that when I dropped my first tape, I just feel like everybody wanted to see what I was gonna do next.
Oh, so how did that work? So was it like one big group album?
No, I mean I have a mixtape and 2 albums under that group.
Okay, so you would just represent the name?
Under their label.
Oh, okay.
I was pretty much from a label without like the whole contract paperwork,
processes and whatever,
like how they do with Sony and Warner and all that, you know.
Yeah, all that.
But literally, we were doing it like that, you know. I was under a label, MSM Entertainment, and just without paperwork, you know, just based off of brothership and loyalty and.
It was like a friend group.
Yeah,
basically.
you know, I met them when I was 16 years old, so.
Oh wow. Okay.
15 actually. 15 is when I met them.
Damn. Okay, so you guys run deep.
And then I started recording. Like the first time I recorded at a professional studio, I was 18.
Damn. Okay. Shit. Yeah. So you dropped a few or 2 albums. You said
I dropped
and
a mixtape in 2013 under them, and it was just a bunch of like I was just rapping over like any beat you could think of, Dog Pound, Lil Wayne. I was just
type beats and stuff.
Like literally I was rapping over other people's songs.
Oh, okay.
Like Lil Wayne, Meek Mill, just beats that I liked. I would go and write my own remixes to them, and I dropped a mixtape on that piff.
Oh, okay.
It's old as fuck. I hate it now that I hear it, but it's still up there, you know.
Yeah.
Just cause you know I was just starting, and even I feel like I sounded like a little kid, you know, shit like that, you know.
So it's just
ABC rap, you know.
Oh, got you. Okay, so you kind of feel like you've developed a lot more now.
Oh, definitely.
That's good. That's good. So you dropped under them, and then the minute you dropped by yourself, you kind of felt like.
I mean, I did numbers with them for sure. I was everything was posted under their channel, stuff like that. They have about, I want to say almost 300,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Damn, okay. Sure.
You know, so I mean, everything I did got numbers, you know, with them. But then the real test was when I dropped to see what the numbers were going to be. But people were tapping in, bro, which I think it was because they just wanted to see what is he going to do next now that he left.
Right.
But it worked out. When I left the group, I was at like 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm pushing 30 right now.
Damn, okay.
You know?
Shit. So
it's been about 2 years.
Got you. Okay, damn. That's really good development.
Yeah,
for,
it's going up, you know.
So, what have you dropped since then? So you dropped the one by yourself after?
I dropped a mixtape with them and 2 albums under that label.
Okay.
One of them nights and then All Out. The one of them nights was in 2014, and then I dropped All Out 2018. But you see what I mean? Like that was one of the main reasons too, being part of a label. You know, you got to wait your turn. So it took me 4 years to drop one tape to the next.
So wait, so what do you mean by wait your turn? Do you mean like basically one guy would drop an album or a song or whatever, and then you guys
7 of us in a group, bro. So everybody was rapping. So. You know, we can't be all dropping shit at the same time. Everybody has to have their moment, just like a label. Okay, we're going to push YG today, and then somebody else the next few months, you know, just you know, you can't everybody drop at the same time.
Okay, so you guys would have somebody would be on their turn dropping, and then you guys would all push it like, you know.
Yeah. Everybody, like as a label, we would push that homie for that moment, and then it'd be the next one, you know, stuff like, you know, pretty much like that.
So I understand that's pretty like, you know, time consuming and not really like productive on your end.
Yeah.
Like,
but also, being from that label, YB was like the Snoop to Death Row in that group.
Okay.
So everybody was kind of just focusing on him. They would be like, "Oh, we'll check him out because they're from his group." But everybody was pretty much cared about him, I would say.
Did that kind of bring like not, you know, I say this respectfully, but like an envy? Like, was it kind of like, damn, like, you know, is that kind of?
I wouldn't say an envy or tension like that, but it's just, you know, sometimes you get anxious. Let me get in there, you know?
You kind of think selfishly, like, you know, all right, well,
yeah, and then you don't want to make it seem that way, but it's just
of course
like you're just as hungry. You're just as hungry,
right.
So you want to do it too, you know?
Well, I feel like within this industry, you have to you know, if you want the most success for yourself, you kind of have to be selfish and be like, and not saying
in
selfish,
a way you do.
Not saying selfish in a bad way.
And that's why, like, I felt like maybe me doing my own thing would be best. I mean,
right.
We still keep in touch. We're still cool.
No, absolutely, yeah. So, and I don't mean like by saying selfish, I don't mean like in a bad way, like you know, like a push and shove or anything. But you know, I feel like in this industry, even with us, I mean, we gotta, you know, think about what's best for us. And everything.
At the end of the day, because you gotta eat, you know.
Right. You know? But we also want everybody else to eat too, you know.
No, of course. But you can't feed the table if you're not eating.
Right. Exactly. You know? Exactly that. So then, back to your music, you dropped your first album after that?
It was an album, like EP, 7 tracks.
Okay.
But I left over there, and then about August 2020 is when I dropped that album.
Damn, okay.
And it did surprisingly well, bro. Like, I was doubting myself, you know, not sure of what's next because I was so used to just being with them. I'd only recorded at one studio the whole 7-8 years I was there.
Here with them.
So when I was working on that tape, I was jumping from studio to studio just trying to find a home because I didn't know. I was so used to one sound. So I tried out different studios and just, you know, when you go somewhere else, you're so used to something.
Right.
You almost feel like, fuck, can I even rap? Like, this does not sound right. It doesn't sound like me. And it's just everybody got different softwares, different everything.
Right,
you know?
with engineering and stuff like that. Everybody puts.
So I was just so used to one person mixing and mastering my stuff, one booth, one mic, one everything. And it took me a while to get to finally, like, okay, you know,
understand it and get a grasp on what's going on.
That's why even now, like, you know, I don't jump around from studio. I know where I like my sound at right now. Mm-hmm. I'm real hesitant to go try somewhere else.
Well, I guess just thinking about it, because you are, you know, kind of going to the drawing board and planning on what you're going to do next. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be like a perfect time to kind of like experience different things?
Yeah, right now I'm open to try new things because, like I said, I don't have any date for you guys right now what's coming next. I'm literally just, I dropped that album.
You just have an idea of what's going on.
Like that One Deep album did great. Mm-hmm. Like I think it did. I thought I made it at that time, bro.
You're going crazy on it.
And then I dropped the Villains tape with YG Dreams. It did all right. We had one song that blew up on there. It hit 1 million 3 months.
Damn.
And then after that, I went and did another album. And honestly, I feel like it flopped.
How come?
I don't know if it's the algorithm or just a time in my life where I was rapping about darker shit. I don't know. Just, I don't think it was it.
Did you change something differently on that one compared to the others, or what did you do?
I would say life hit me, so I was rapping about other shit, you know?
Okay.
It was a darker album.
Were you like storytelling, or it was just more like shit talk, or?
Shit I was going through, you know?
So, yeah, kind of like storytelling on
storytelling and, you know, it was like some songs, I don't know, I look back like, damn, okay, maybe that wasn't the move, you know?
Gotcha.
But now I'm studying my old shit, what worked, what didn't, and I'm just gonna... Sometimes it's cool to stay back and just recollect yourself.
Absolutely.
You know, this shit ain't going nowhere, you know?
When did you drop that one? That was in February or?
February.
Okay, that was the one that you just
January or February, I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was called In Too Deep because the first album was One Deep.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And this one was called In Too Deep.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah. So now I'm just, you know, I'm trying to figure shit out and see what comes next.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because the numbers I hit on 1D were crazy, bro.
What'd you hit on that?
I think I have about 400,000 or 500,000 streams on it already. I have 2 videos that hit 1 million on that album.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and then I, like I said, I don't know if it's the algorithm change or just because all my shit just been getting flagged lately, bro. Like literally everything.
What are they flagging you for? Just.
Well, I be having bitches in my videos, bro. So I don't know. But before I used to be able to do all that and it would be straight. Now.
Are you getting flagged on Instagram or like YouTube?
Instagram and YouTube will flag me too. Like they hit me with limited ads because it's adult content, doesn't fit the community guidelines. So
really,
I'm just like, damn, I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, because people want to see that, you know.
Right.
Like that song I did with the YG Dreams. It's called Nothing Nice. We had a lot of lovely ladies on there, bro. It hit 1 million 3 months.
Yeah. And
then it got flagged. It got hit with the age restriction, so now you can't watch it unless you're 18 and older.
Really?
And it just stopped. It's been at 1.3 since it got flagged.
Shit, it may be a YG Dreams thing, bro. Cause I'm kidding, but cause no, we had I know TikTok. Everybody has an issue with TikTok because we got a video that violated community guidelines.
You know what's crazy is that, speaking of them, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
That video that I'm talking about, it got flagged on Instagram one time, and then YouTube age restricted it. And I barely made a TikTok, and I posted it on there just to see what it would do. That shit has over like 10,000 plays on it.
That's crazy. Yeah, because we got flagged.
It didn't get flagged though.
Bro, that's crazy.
Weird.
Because it was like after like 2 videos kind of blew up. Because that video was on before the other 2. And yeah, they were flagged it for drugs and violence, and we were just talking about hats, and the other ones were talking about like gang shit, or one was PTSD. So
everything's just real sensitive right now, bro. I don't know.
Honestly, I think it's just.
I remember back then when we were kids, we'd watch TV and they'd blur everything out or beep out any little cuss word. Then it got to one point where they weren't so sensitive. You're watching
shit once it hits 10
Sons of
o'clock.
Anarchy on FX, and they're saying fuck and everything on there, and I feel like it's going back to the sensitive stage or something. I just feel like it's time phrases. I don't know, like stages.
I feel like there's a lot of people that just
a lot of sensitive people, bro. You can't speak your mind anymore because then you get canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily know exactly what's going on with Kanye or whatever. But like they're doing him crazy, bro. Like he spoke his mind. I mean, it might be the Kardashian curse, something, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Honestly, he's losing his shit, but. Like to cancel everything because he spoke on what he feels is just crazy,
Dude, there was some shit, like the tweet he said where he was like, I'm going DEFCON 1 on the Jewish people. I was like, all right, bro. Like,
I understand it. There's certain shit, but just like...
People are proving his point. Like, the most... I forgot his name. It's like Ari something. He's the Endeavor CEO, and they say he's like the most influential person in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm calling upon all... people to basically cancel Kanye, take him off all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, everything. And it's crazy because he's the guy who, like, he was like, one time he was on the Breakfast Club, I think it is, with Charlamagne, right? I think that's what it is. And he was talking about how, like, this, rapper epidemic talking about narcotics and stuff, but he profits off of that. Like, he signs the people who talk about that, and he profits off about, you know what I mean? And they're like, don't you profit out? They called him out on it, and he was like, well, I gotta feed people. And it's like, what, bro? Like, it's the same people.
It's pretty much who you know, because at this point, like, there's people that get away with things and people that don't.
Yeah, and well, people are starting to call his ass out too, because he had like some lawsuit. I don't know all the answers to it, but he had a lawsuit, and it's like, didn't you do this? And it's just kind of
because I trip out on certain things that you see on social media that aren't flagged or don't get taken down. And
bro, just because who it is.
I post a music video and you better delete your Instagram,
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's stupid.
It's definitely a crazy world, and I think.
Then you got no hate to the Instagram models and everything, but bro, like they're the same ones I have in my video, and their posts are getting hundreds and thousands of likes, and I'm getting flagged because I have them shaking their ass in my video.
Exactly.
No hate to them at all.
Man, no hate. I mean, I love what I see, man. I might scroll back when I'm scrolling real quick, like, oh shit, But what I'm saying is like, how is it? How I don't understand how it works.
I don't either, because one time I posted on TikTok and I like flashed my ass and I got not like full bare moon or anything, but I flashed my ass and I got banned for a week.
Well, you deserve that for doing some shit like that.
Bro, it was a joke of a video, whatever, bro. And I flashed my ass.
I would have reported that if I saw it live display.
I guess they did, bro, because they only got like 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And I got banned for a week from posting, and I see like on my feed, bitches.
I've never came to the point where I got like restricted from posting or anything like that. But
that was my first time getting like any type of anything, and they banned my ass for a week. I didn't even like full moon it or anything.
You know how you can run ads and everything to promote your videos and everything. It got to the point where, bro, like videos that I posted before never got flagged. I'd post them again and try to run an ad just to see what it would do.
Yeah,
it'd get restricted or it doesn't fit our guidelines. And it got to the point where I got. They deleted my ads run. I wasn't able to do ads.
You weren't getting ad revenue, basically?
I wasn't able to do it, period. I could not boost a post or anything.
Really?
And I only do that when I drop my video the first day. I'll do it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ads runs, try to network, get your shit seen.
Right.
But I had to appeal that. But now it's like every time I don't even bother doing it anymore because it could be the most simplest thing. I'll post it or reject it. Mm-hmm. And when you get too many rejections, that's when they... Like, I think they shadow ban you or whatever. Because I feel like I've been shadow banned. I've tried
absolutely
everything.
it
I've
happens.
watched videos.
Yeah,
I've
basically.
watched videos. And I've done what they say. Oh, stay off Instagram for like 2 weeks straight. Don't post on nothing. I've done it. I don't know. It's just not.
Yeah, it's a weird algorithm though. I don't really know.
It's weird.
Like,
It's really weird.
because you could post 10 videos and nothing happens. You post one video and something happens.
Yeah.
You could post one video and get it taken down and you're done.
Yeah.
Or, you know, so it's definitely.
And it's weird too, cause like I have a sponsorship going on right now with this weed company out here, Real High Key. They're tapped in with Jet Room and everything,
Oh, okay.
and I mean they're licensed. They have their grows and everything in that Atlanta. So
Right.
they tagged me with my music playing while they're in the grow room and everything, and I reposted and that shit gets taken down.
See, I don't understand that because it's like legal now. It's
Yeah.
legal to have.
Well,
weed.
I was talking to him too. He has like his license number on the bio and everything, so maybe that's why. But I'm just reposting the video of my song in the background and it got taken down. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. It's really
No, they're
weird.
after you, bro. You must have done something bad, bro. They're after your ass, bro.
Making moves. I don't know. Making noise. So
Yeah,
they
you made
mad.
too
I
much
don't know.
noise, bro. They're like,
At one point, bro, like that's what I'm trying to say. It's frustrating because my numbers were just great at one point. I was damn near thinking I made it, and now these numbers make you feel like, fuck, do I still got it? Am I still doing it? But then I hear everybody else talking about it, so I'm just like, all right, maybe it's just what's going on because you
just a
got
different-
bigger artists talking about that they're not hitting the same numbers.
different media age for sure. You're
Yeah.
limited on a lot. Even if not all rap talks about the same thing, but like, a lot of rappers talk about drugs, whatever.
No, but that's
whatever
my
it
point
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
So why
am I getting flagged
Right.
if other people have the same shit going on?
Right. Yeah. Most definitely. But I don't know. Maybe Elon's gonna save the day because he officially bought Twitter out. So.
But Twitter lets damn near anything slide, bro. The problem is Facebook and Instagram. Facebook owns
Yeah.
Instagram and they're fucking tripping on everything.
Honestly, yeah, because Twitter was banning people for like saying certain things. I know some people were getting pretty radical with it and not saying like.
I don't really mess with Twitter. I have one. I made one back in like 2012, and I don't think I've posted anything since then.
Maybe that's the move, bro. Because Twitter could catch could catch an algorithm as well.
I'm not that type of person to just rant about my day on my status, bro.
No, just post your music
You know
or
what I'm
like,
saying?
like post your music or
I'm
something.
like, fuck, today, this guy pissed me off, or
ran over a curb today, feeling
today,
sad.
My baby mama pissed me off. Something.
People get a little too open on Twitter. I'm like, damn, maybe
Like I
they're
still
right.
have the app, bro, and like I get notifications. And I'll see what somebody posts. Like it's literally like, the fuck did I just read?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe Twitter wasn't wrong about banning people, bro. Because sometimes
like
people
that.
need to take a step back. They be saying the most wildest thing. I'm like, damn.
maybe
you should
that's
get
my
off.
problem too, bro. Because I don't feel like I'm the most active person on social media. I just don't feel like I'm not gonna post every move I make.
You probably will. I don't know, but you probably shouldn't. You
No,
should probably post
definitely.
about the big goals that you have going on, like the
but
big plans. But
I'm not trying to post while I'm eating dinner here. I'm doing
yeah,
that,
no, I
like,
definitely wouldn't on that. But
Yeah, nah.
maybe I don't know. Maybe that catches the algorithm. I don't know, dude. It's
I've
definitely
tried
weird.
numerous things, and at this point, I was just like, damn, did I fall off or something? But I'm still doing numbers on YouTube, so
That's good. That's good.
I try not to let the social media get in my head too much,
Yeah. So how did you get your connection with YG Dreams? We just had him on. So how did you get that connection?
We just met like low key through. We're both from up here,
Yeah.
I was doing my thing with the music, he was doing his thing in the streets and everything, and it was kind of rocky at first,
Like in what sense?
just him being from the hood, me rapping, and just who are you, shit like that.
Yeah.
But we met at the end of the day. I spoke my mind. We spoke. We ended up meeting. We talked shit out, and we've been cool since.
That's cool, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
nothing too extra, like that. Just kind of met like that. I was making noise, doing shit with my videos, and he saw kind of more like, oh, you're not from my hood. Who are you then?
Right.
So, cause I'm from the city, bro. I've been born and raised out here.
Right.
I'm tapped in with just about anybody up here, but at the same time, he's doing his thing. So, he reached out. Wasn't that friendly at first, but we talked about it. It's cool,
It was just cool. Just got cordial with it.
Yeah,
You're like, all right, what's up?
now it's just, rocking.
And you guys have made music together?
Yeah, we have a whole album together.
Oh, that's the one that went like pretty viral, right?
That Nothing Nice video, yeah.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, we did a whole tape together, but that's the song that went viral on there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, we have multiple songs together. You know, I've been on his projects, he's been on mine, and then we have one tape together.
For sure. That's good work. What other connections have you had since being in the industry?
I mean, I've met a lot of people, bro. Like, even rolling with the group I was with, you know, I've opened up for a lot of people. I've done shows. I've opened up for Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Damn,
E40,
okay.
The Game.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, that was back then when I was younger, bro. I was probably like your guys' age, like 20, 21. I was just I did a lot of shows at the Observatory back then. You know, when you sell tickets to get a later start time, just grinding. You know,
Yeah.
I was pushing CDs out the trunk too, my mixtapes and everything, posting up at the swap meets, going to the Pomona swap meet. Just I would drive all the way to the Indio swap meet on a Wednesday or Tuesday. I forgot what day it is. Just selling my CDs for $10, bro.
Damn. Was that nerve-wracking opening up for those type of people and stuff? You're like, damn, like I got to show out? Or was it like...
yes and no. Because, I mean, the first time I performed, bro, like, I damn near blacked out on stage. Like, I remember I grabbed the mic and then it was over. I don't remember. Not because I was faded or anything. It was just, like, I think the rush, you know?
Yeah.
But after that, I mean, we were doing this so often, you know, that it's just... It's nerve-wracking, but then it's not, because at the end of the day, they're there to see that person. Mm-hmm. And you're either just gonna go right over their head, or if you do your thing, they're gonna, oh shit, he's hard,
right?
You know, so it was like that.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it was cool. Though. I've been in a lot of places, bro. I've you know, thankfully to that group and everything, I've met a lot of people. But as far as like me, like people I've worked with on my first mixtape, I did a track with King Lil G when he was first coming out.
For sure.
Yeah, it's on the mixtape. Yeah. I really don't promote it because, like I said, I feel like I was trash on that verse. You know, I did a song with him back in the day. I've worked with TF Third, Young Drummer Boy, Baldacci.
Damn, so you have a lot
I
of
recently did a song with one of the homies out from San Bernardino. He's doing this thing too, King YOB.
Yeah, I'm not very informed. I know he is for sure.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. You guys should check him out. We got a song out together. He's doing this thing out there too.
Yeah, that's.
But I mean,
crazy,
I've always tapped in with people and worked, you know, like, so it's cool.
Yeah. Do you have anybody in the works currently that you are planning on working with? Or?
I haven't reached out to anybody.
No, you just kind of.
But I mean, if I were to want to like invest into myself again and do something, I would always, you know, I'd be open to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? I don't have anybody specifically in mind right now, but I also learned too, you know, like, I've paid for features, I've done all that, and it's gonna run its course. But you know, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, you could think a song's gonna make you, and it's not. You know.
Does that kind of demoralize you when, like, for instance, you said you felt like this last album flopped? Does that kind of like, damn, like put you down and like?
Oh, definitely, it's gonna make you feel some type of way. You know, like it's going to. But I also know what I'm capable of and what I've done. Right. So I mean, obviously, if I've done it, I can do it again.
Damn, yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
I don't think I'm like a one-hit wonder. I've done multiple.
No, yeah,
songs.
you have a resume for sure.
Yeah, I have numerous songs, and I have plenty that have done numbers. Just like I've had some that haven't. I've done numerous that have hit numbers.
Right. Was it nerve-wracking when you first started making music? Did you feel like then you were like, shit, I don't know how this is gonna go? Because I know you were just kind of hanging around with the homies and stuff and part of that group, and they were kind of like.
At that time, it wasn't, because I already knew, like, I'm under them. They're not expecting much from me. Mm-hmm. But surprisingly, because I was with them, you know, because of their status, I was hitting numbers. So, I mean, maybe it wasn't because of me, but just because it was off their channel or something, I was doing the numbers. But at one point, it kind of got me hyped up, you know? And then I've also dropped stuff on my channel where it's like, okay, but I started dropping shit on my channel where I was like, okay, you could do this too, you know? Yeah.
Out here with your music and stuff, did you get, I know we kind of talked about it right before this, but did you get a lot of love out here? Or, because you started pretty early, kind of ahead of everybody who's doing it now.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I was probably one of the first ones out here to, like, establish a name.
Really?
To be honest. Not, like, throwing shade or nothing, but...
No, yeah, I mean...
Like, I think somebody that was going as hard, rocking with a team that was established already. You know, there was people up here doing their thing.
Right.
But I was rocking with a team that was already established from the LA area, you know, doing their thing. So it kind of helped me in a way, too. because there was people from up here that listened to them, like, oh, you're part of that team. Like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it worked out, but it helped me. But also, yeah, like I feel like I stood out up here too because there wasn't too many people doing anything up here.
Right.
You know.
So did you get a lot of love from people out here, or was it kind of like mixed?
I would say it was mixed. It was mixed. You know, some people were like, "Oh, that's right," and a lot of people were just like, Psh, "This fool," you know.
Damn, is that because you represent Victorville? Like, you know,
Yeah,
this is your city, this is
I'm
like-
born and raised here. Like,
Right.
I mean, I don't. It's nothing more, nothing less. You know, I'm not over here like, oh, I hate this place, or oh, like,
Right.
fuck everywhere else. No.
Right. Nah. No,
It's just
definitely.
this where I'm from, and I got love for anybody that respects me. It don't matter where you're from.
Was it kind of frustrating when people were giving you shit for?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, since fucking middle school, you know, shit like that. People were like, oh, he's you know, I used to dress like a little cholo and shit like that. I mean, I still, it's not the same, but I mean, I was fucking wearing Dickies and fucking pants that I could fit into one of the legs if I wanted to, you know.
Right, okay.
But people be like, oh, he thinks he's hard or this and that. He's just from Victorville. You know, I used to get that a lot. But I caught a lot of fades for it. And then I proved my point. But at this point now, like, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't bother me. I'm able to just, like, one ear, not the other.
I just feel like, you know, considering this isn't the biggest city or anything, like, I feel like there should be a lot of love if you see people like trying to do something different.
That's
like,
that's the difference of a lot of places. This place is filled with hate, bro.
Yeah.
This place, this town, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my city. It's where I'm from. But I mean, you know, I'm just like anybody who loves a team. They could suck. You got to be an honest fan.
You know, I was actually gonna mention that because you know how we were talking earlier
Yeah.
about how like you know.
I am, but I'm an honest fan too. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you every year that, oh, this is our year. This is our year. We could be 0-8, and I'm not gonna
This
say
fool.
I'm not gonna say, oh, we're the best still. No, it is what it is. I'm
No, I just
honest.
feel
I'm
like-
honest with everything and within myself.
Dolphins the best.
Oh, man.
Whatever. I was gonna reference that because I feel like, you know, if you see somebody trying to do something big, what if one day that person puts this place on the map and this becomes one of the biggest cities like San Francisco or like
No,
LA?
yeah, of course, you know.
Then
like-
then what? Are you gonna still be like, oh, this city's whack? You wouldn't because
No,
you'd be
yeah.
like, oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like, no shade to other people, but I've noticed that. Like, I feel like a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon to rep this place. Because back then, you could be born and raised here and nobody wanted to admit it.
right.
You know,
still people still
you know,
don't.
there was people that were born in LA and moved up here the next week, or born in San Bernardino, or born in Orange County and lived up here since they were 2. But, oh, I'm from down there.
Right.
You know, and now there's a lot of people that, I mean, fuck it, I love it. You know, there's people actually, you know, repping the hometown, which is cool.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people too that just like are from here, bro. Like, I went to kindergarten with you, bro, and you're saying you're from out of town.
Yeah. A lot of people, well, like some people that I've heard of have been like, oh yeah, I'm from LA, and like I know who they are, and I'm like, bro, we went to elementary school together.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people from everywhere. Like, I've known, like, they moved up here since kids. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. You know, I really don't let it get to me. I don't.
I think it only bothers me because it's like, why wouldn't you want the best for like where you're from? You know
Because
what I mean?
there's people that don't like the criticism. There's people that, you know, that when people would tell me, oh, fuck this fool, he's from there, I feed off of that. Like, oh, yeah, well, you'll see. Instead of people just, you know, putting their head down like, fuck, you know.
Yeah, because I'm not on no like, oh, fuck LA because they think that I'm
Bro,
not on none of that. Yeah,
I got damn near friends that are brothers to me, bro, that are from LA, and I got nothing but love for them.
Yeah,
I got love for
absolutely.
anybody that's from LA, from OC, from San
Honestly, from
Bernardino.
all cities, bro.
One of my best
SoCal.
friends is from San Bernardino. I got a group of homies that live up here, and some that live in LA, but they're from LA, and like, to me, I've seen them, I've hung out with them, I've been in situations
Yeah,
with them, and they've all
absolutely.
showed me they're all with the business, they're all solid.
Right.
So I don't look at them any different.
Yeah, I think SoCal is like the best place on earth, man. I mean, it's hella
Bro,
expensive, but
to me, it doesn't matter where you're from, because I've met people from up here that are bitches. I've met people from different sections that are really fucking not with it.
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where you're from. It's just how you carry yourself and how you know,
Yeah,
how,
just
you,
having
how
like-
you hold yourself down.
Right.
So to me, what cap you're wearing or what city you're born in, it doesn't matter to me. As long as I meet you and you show me respect and you're solid, bro, the rest
Just
don't
staying
matter.
true to yourself.
Yeah.
I think if you're just an honest person and you just stay true to where you're, and not, you know, not represent it like in politics way, but represent it like, yeah, this is just my city.
Because even being from up here, bro, like since a kid, like you said, there's always been people from everywhere up here.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of LA people migrated from there to here because it's a lot cheaper.
No, it's not just LA, from everywhere.
Right, exactly. It's a lot cheaper out here.
I grew up with a lot of people that aren't from here, and they've became my best friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, to me, that don't matter.
Yeah, I think it's just on my.
I just know where I'm from, where I grew up, and you know, it'd be stupid of me to be over here claiming another city when this is where I'm from, bro.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I just kind of like, I don't know. It's like you just should just support your city and want the best for it. Cause, you know, I wouldn't want to see like if somebody else was rapping out here or somebody else was trying to do what we're doing. You know, well, all the love. I think, you know, I hope the best for you, and I hope that
I'm rooting for anybody trying to chase what I'm chasing, bro. You know, as long as you're not an enemy of mine or something like that, more power to you. You know.
Right. Absolutely, man. I think if everybody was just on the same page, you know, and not like, oh, he's from here, or you know what I mean.
That's another thing up here though too, bro. There's a lot of people with egos, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people doing their thing now, bro. And it's just like me. I could have easily been like, oh, who are you guys? You know, like this and that. But nah, I seen they doing their thing. I seen them. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna work, bro. Like I love to see people coming out of the same place I'm from. So it's dope, and my respects to you guys. You guys are doing the damn thing, you know.
Sure, appreciate that. You
know.
That. Yeah, most.
I heard of the homie Crispy. I seen him on Instagram. I was like, oh, he's hard, you know. Like,
who's that?
Yeah, who's that? You know. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, you guys. Instead of, you know, I could be like, who the fuck are these? I'm like, damn, I'm getting old, bro. That's how it makes me feel low key. I see you guys like 20, 21, 22. I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, I gotta get on it because you know. It's, I mean, I don't want to be that 40-year-old still trying to make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? But I love it. You guys are like a quick little check to me, like a reminder, like, hey, bro, getting older.
No, we appreciate that. I mean,
getting older, you know. But I love to see the hunger, because when I was your guys' age, ain't nobody up here was doing this shit.
No, yeah.
Nobody.
Well, I don't think there was a lot up
and
here
if there
either,
was,
you know?
like I said, egos. Didn't nobody want to let nobody into their studio or anything like that, because fuck that. We're the only ones doing it.
Yeah, like a push and shove kind of thing.
Yeah, nobody wanted to help nobody up here and do anything.
Like,
I'm not going to say no names, bro, but I've reached out to rappers up here that were doing their thing and left me on fucking red. And I've passed them up already, bro.
Nah, yeah, it's definitely happened to us,
like,
too.
Like, literally, I've passed them up, like, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough, you know, but our ultimate goal, too, is to, you know, put this place somewhere and put the artists out here, because I think we have great artists out here, and we all agree that we have great artists out here.
There's a lot of talent now.
There's talent everywhere, you know? So our ultimate goal is, you know, to help everybody out, you know what I mean? Put this place somewhere in like.
And I'm all for it too, bro. Like, you know, like I said, anybody reaches out to me, you know, if I look and I see, okay, you don't fuck with people I don't fuck with, we're good. If you do, then, you know, it's another story. I'll just leave it alone. But if I see you guys doing your thing, why not, bro? Yeah. I wish I had that when I was coming up out here, because ain't nobody gave me a hand out here. Ain't nobody even gave me a pat on my back out here. Yeah, I literally just had to like force it on people. Like, you guys are gonna see. I never had nobody like, hey, you know, nobody gave me my flowers out here when I was doing it. Yeah. Nobody did.
There was no free handout.
There wasn't no handout or anybody showing love like that, you know? Like even the shows I've done up here, you know, the promoters and everything, like, would book artists and everything, and they would treat me from the hometown like I was nobody. And they, you know, okay, these guys are coming, you know, we gotta give them this, give them that, put them on this time. Like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Like, I told myself I will never do another show up here until I'm the headliner.
Do you kind of get an understanding, though, of, like, because, like, for instance, who's a big artist that you were, that was headlining? Like, who's a big artist that you worked for? How do I say this?
I've opened up for a lot.
There you go, opened up. So out here, like.
Out here, who was it? Well, I did one with YG, and then we're supposed to be here, but they didn't show up, I believe, at the fairgrounds. I don't remember, but I've only done a few shows up here. Well, the last one I did was right here at the fairgrounds. That shit didn't end too well.
What happened?
Nah, just, you know, ran into some people who didn't get along with, and we gotta do what we gotta do, you know?
Oh, right on. Okay, shit. But, so when you're opening up, do you kind of understand why the promoters kind of?
No, I understand it's about money, of course, but I just feel like
Because I too would feel like shit. I'm like, well, damn, like we're.
I'm not
in it too.
saying everywhere else, but when I do a show up here, I just feel like don't act like you don't know my numbers and what I've done.
Got you. Okay.
It's like kind of that, bro. Like that's why it's not even no hate or nothing. But I made a promise to myself that I will not do another show up here, bro, until I'm the headliner. I mean, who knows how long that might take.
Whatever, but it will happen.
I don't need to be opening up for anybody in my backyard or in my hometown.
I understand. To me, in my perspective, I think that I would have an understanding, of course, but at the same time, if I'm the promoter, I would want to make everybody who's going to be on the show to feel like a superstar. Like, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah. No, of course.
But
it never goes that way,
Yeah, of course. It's like,
and it's not just here; it's anywhere you go, But I've seen the different levels, like from when I've started to now. I've done shows where I was the first fucking opener, and my last show with Drummer and Sugar Free, I was the last opener before the headliner.
Yeah,
So
right.
I've seen the difference. So I mean, but you just got to put the footwork in.
Absolutely. Does that get you does that motivate a lot? It's like, damn, I really came from here to here.
Absolutely, it just depends where you're doing it. Shout out to my boy Turtle. He's part of their team, so he plugged me in. That's maybe why I got a little bit of more love. But but I do have numbers, so I feel like I do deserve a little bit more of respect on certain occasions. I'm not gonna expect to go to a Mike Sherm show like I did over there and expect to be the last one before him.
Right. Yeah,
I'm not, I'm not fucking putting myself on a pedestal either.
Right. You just have a respect for yourself, and it's like, bro.
No, yeah,
don't
you have
play
to,
me
bro.
like-
You have to. You have to.
Absolutely.
You have
can't
to
be a pushover.
You have to believe in yourself.
Right.
If you're a pushover or don't believe in yourself, then this game ain't for you.
Right. Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of people that are gonna try to play you doing this.
Well, it's a competitive game too. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's fucking. It's like the weed game, bro. There's so many strains. Like there's so many rappers.
Yeah, you gotta.
Somebody could be a start rapping tomorrow and blow up before somebody who's been doing it for 10 years. And I've seen it, bro. There's a lot of people that have came out and go viral. It's sometimes it's frustrating. Like I'm taking the stairs. I'm doing it right. I'm not over here posting stupid shit for clout. And there's people that blow up off of it. Whatever, that's cool.
Yeah.
You do your thing. But I don't see myself doing a dumbass video just to get some views. I'm going to keep true to myself.
Right.
And if you fuck with me, it's going to be for the music. Not because I'm over here slapping somebody with a fucking tortilla in the face or all these challenges and shit. It's not me, bro. I've never been that type of person.
Have you been interested in doing a different form of content to help promote your music, or?
Nah, bro. No, I mean,
Like, it doesn't have to be like a prank, stupid shit, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, like if you did a vlog or whatever, like, have you ever thought about doing that to?
I've thought about it. I don't know. I just maybe feel like I said, I'm not one to grab the camera and be on myself. If shit, maybe I need somebody to follow me around all day and capture shit that I'm not seeing.
Yeah, just like having an open mind. I think that, I mean, when you make it big or whatever, like, there's always gonna be cameras on you, whatever you do. Like,
I'm okay with it.
Right.
That's not the problem. It's just like you said, we got the palm in our hands, bro, and I know I can do so much more with it, and I don't. I don't know. I just
think, adding on to like, there's always gonna be cameras on you. I think that having those cameras on you would help, like, promote whatever you have going on. Whether it's like, oh, guys, this is gonna, like, when you're like Kanye, when he's in the studio, like, Taylor Swift was like, oh, I didn't say he could say that. Like, I made that bitch famous, whatever.
Yeah,
but he literally, he records everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, he has it on video, him calling her up. And it's, like, good content. It's, like...
Yeah. I'm open for it. I just feel like maybe I need to sit and think about it more because it doesn't cross my mind at the moment. I'm just so focused on recording and shooting the videos.
Right.
I know there's a lot more to it, and maybe that's what's holding me back. Cause I'm a very like laid back person, bro. I'm not really out there. Like, I won't be the first person in the room to speak. I'm observant. I watch.
You're reserved to, like, you're reserved.
I mean, even growing up, like, I wasn't like the loudest kid in the room ever. But and maybe that's how sometimes the homies will clown, bro. Like, how are you even in this rap game? You're shy. Like, I got homies that, hey, go talk to that girl, or they'll walk up to a girl. Like, I don't do that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, girl, come here. Like, it's not me. I'm very laid back. I'm very chill. Like, I'm not that guy that's just like head out the window. Hey, girl, you know, like.
Yeah, just going crazy.
And my homies
like,
are. They are. Like, I've been at shows and the homie, we're walking and he'll leave us. He'll like follow the girl all the way down the parking lot, but he'll come back with her Instagram or number or something, you know? And I'm just like, damn, I wish I had that in me. It probably would help me. Like, not necessarily getting at girls, but maybe that confidence.
No, I think the laid back personality isn't a bad thing. I think it's more. Well, I'm not saying anything is bad about you because you have the resume, of course, and you have like the good numbers. I just think as an idea, like just new forms of content would be helpful, of course.
Yeah.
Like I think that, you know what I mean. Like for us, for example, like, you know, our main thing is doing interviews and interviewing people, but we also want to branch off into different things to spread out, you know, who we're reaching out to and what we're reaching out to.
No, of course, and you guys are doing it right.
For sure, yeah.
You know,
that.
I feel like I've opened up more to things.
For sure.
Maybe there's more I can do, but I've came a long way from other stuff, you know, because I'm like a shy person and out of the music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that when it comes time to put my game face on and come and do this or get on stage, I have it in me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I get nervous every time before a show, even before anything. You know, you get the little bubble guts, whatever. You know, it happens every time. It's normal, but something about me, I just know when to turn that switch and get it on. You know, get my game face on.
Well, shit. I mean, I've never been in that kind of, you know, scenery where like I'm opening for fucking, you know, the people you open for. So I know you definitely have it, because I would have definitely been like, shit, I don't think I could do it. Like,
and even now it's more stressful because now it's just me.
Right.
You know, or if I do a show with Dreams or whatever, but the times that I've done shit by myself, like now I'm not standing behind the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not standing behind them, so the attention's not fully on me. Now when I do shit, it's on me, so I have to be on my game. So,
has that affected? Do you think that's kind of affected? Well, no. How often did you want to drop? Because I know you haven't dropped since February. Did you have a plan on how often you wanted to drop? And like,
I mean, shit, bro. If I could drop every day, I would. But you know, I'm a human. As before this too, there's life that hits us. You know. You know.
So, was it something kind of in your life that affected why you haven't dropped since February, or?
Yeah, you know, even now, bro, it's just weird times. You know, I feel like everybody's going through it at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, like, just life's gonna come, you know, family shit, friends, relationships, it all. You know, at the end of the day, we're human, bro. We have emotions, we have thoughts, we have feelings, you know, like, shit gets in the way sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
We're not robots, you know, like,
we have emotion,
A lot of these people that you see on TV, bro, they probably be spazzing out behind camera, bro.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the behind the scenes shit kind of is starting to come out too.
No, yeah, and that's one thing too. Sometimes I feel like you just gotta duck off and get yourself right before you end up fucking snapping in front of a camera.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had a lot of shit going on. I was getting into a lot of shit just because I was being reckless and letting my emotions get in the way of things. And now I'm just observe and report, you know, getting myself right and coming back correct.
Got you. Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I was forcing things. The last stuff I've dropped, I feel like it was being forced a little bit.
So you had to like take a step and, well, like what you were saying is like going back to the drawing board. How did you know you were kind of like, did it like come now, like just recently where you're like, damn, I kind of.
I was seeing it, but I was in denial a little bit, I would say. And then I dropped a video a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if it's the timing or maybe just me not being right within myself on certain things where it's just I wasn't how do you say it? Like, I wasn't content with what I saw, how it dropped. Like, it's only been out a few weeks, but I'm used to a lot more in that time span. So sometimes you just need a reality check, bro, and I'm okay with it. I'm not knocking myself. It's like, all right, you know, this ain't it.
Right.
I've seen what I can do, and you just got to go back and study yourself.
Do you think it's like a highs and lows kind of thing? Because like I feel like everybody. I mean, I know you haven't plateaued. You have plenty of more to go.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes, like, not just with the algorithm, but I don't know. It kind of goes up and down, up and down. So do you
no,
think
that's
it kind
definitely
of like,
one of the things, bro. Like, you know, sometimes even that shit's discouraging.
yeah,
But
definitely.
like I said, like at one point I was even thinking like, damn, did I fall off? Is my time up? But I've been watching interviews. Everybody's complaining about the same shit. So maybe it's just not me.
Yeah.
You know, if you got big artists talking about low numbers, and obviously my numbers are going to be a decimal compared to theirs. So maybe it's not. Maybe it is, but only way to find out is just to keep going.
Yeah,
But also take your time and observe everything, you know? I'm not just
Right.
going to keep dropping bullshit just because I'm frustrated and not being patient.
what is the rate that you want to drop at? So going back to it, like, because I know you, like right now you're taking time off and stuff, and you're kind of going back to like
not
resetting.
necessarily time off. Maybe just time off from the media. But I'm working, you know? I was in the studio on Tuesday.
No, yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm recording. But I'm not showing anybody anything until I'm ready to drop.
Got you.
You know?
At what rate would you like to drop, or you just kind of drop when you're like, you know what, I feel like this is the time is right, and that's when I'm gonna drop it.
I have a goal of how many songs I want to do, and then I want to line up a tape and get it ready. And I want to shoot the videos first, have them ready. Like I did this with the One Deep album, and it worked perfect, bro. I shot 6 videos out of the 7 tracks on that album. I was gonna shoot the 7th one, but the day of, you know, shit happens. So I mean, I was ready, and it worked out perfectly, bro. I dropped the first one, and I was dropping about a video every 3 weeks till all 7 tracks or all 6. So it had a good buzz going in.
Yeah. So you had it pretty much planned out. You're like, okay, I'm gonna drop album, then this song first, then this song.
I dropped the
first.
video like a week before the album dropped. The day the album dropped, I think I dropped another one, and then a couple weeks later, like it worked out. It worked out.
So is that how you would like to structure most of your music? Is by
That's what I'm gonna do now because I feel like it works. I feel like I was trying to just show everybody what I was doing on social media. And then by the time I dropped the song, like, oh, we already heard this hook like 20 times on your story. Something, you know?
damn.
So now I'm just like, all right, maybe I should just hold back and drop when everything's done. And it'll be new to everybody, you know?
just try something different.
Because it worked before, so why not, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes, you know, people don't need to see the build. They don't need to see. I mean, it's good to show the footwork and
Right,
everything,
yeah.
but maybe I just want to surprise you guys because I know what I'm coming with next is gonna top off everything I've done.
Going back to your experience where shit went crazy at the fairgrounds, have you ever had what? I mean, if it's okay to talk about, what happened?
I don't want to speak too much on it just because it's just beef, bro. You know,
Just beefing with somebody.
just beef is another group, but this is what it is. They know what it is.
Have you ever had any other crazy experience where it's like, damn, like that before you went on stage, or like,
I mean, I've seen fights break out at shows all the time. You know, shit like
is it
that.
always behind the scenes fight, basically, like
I
before?
mean, I've seen fights in the crowd too, you know, stuff like that. But
Damn.
nah, just as far as that one, you know, it's just shit. You know, if you really about this rap shit, bro. I mean, not this rap shit. If you really about it out here, you know, it's gonna go down wherever.
What happens, like, because I think about, like, you know, how Draco passed away and stuff, like, what the fuck happened? Like, how did it...
I mean, it's the same shit. You see somebody, you see your enemies, you see people you don't get along with, and it's on site.
But is everybody, like, just chilling backstage, or, like, what? Like, there's no,
No.
like, room, or, like, there's no, like, I don't want to say...
Every place is different, you know.
So it's kind of like a different setup in every area. Like,
Yeah, you know. But either way, it's just like what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's shit that's unpreventable. If you really about this shit, bro, and you see somebody, it's gonna go down. Just like that had to happen.
it was just inevitable. It was going to happen.
It didn't matter if it was at the show or fucking at McDonald's. Like, it didn't matter.
Just, you saw him and it was just like, all right.
Yeah, you know, and I stand on that. You know, like, whether people are upset if I messed up the show or whatever, like, it is what it is, bro.
Do the promoters not do any of their research? Like, where they keep, like, that shit kind of separate? Or it's just, like, a money thing where it's like...
I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I can't call it. But promoters, I mean, they should know, you know. But
I just feel like, it's kind of in the promotion's hand, or, like, whoever's directing the show, because, like,
yeah.
you know, you wouldn't, like, why would you put
But
this
it's- I
person
mean,
and this
it's-
person? Like,
I don't know, bro. But like I said, like when it's time to go, it's time to go, bro. You know, you got to do your shit. You know.
Yeah.
Cause whether I'm the bad guy for fucking up the show or doing something, I would have been the bitch for not doing nothing.
Right. Your name would have
You know
been
what I'm
out there
saying?
as being.
And I ain't about to be that. So.
Damn, bro, that's fucking wild. I
So
just think
like it's
crazy,
more like
man.
sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause
What was the consequences for that? It was just, was it nothing happened? It was just fighting? That was the consequence? Or
the show got shut down, I believe.
oh, right, you said that
Yeah.
it ended up getting stopped.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, my bad, you know, to the higher uppers in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
They
bro,
didn't
I
like
said.
hit you up like you're a piece of shit or like you
We
know?
talked.
Oh, okay. How was that conversation? They were just like, so what happened?
It's all right, you know. I mean, I don't want to get too much into it, but
Oh,
at the end of the
okay,
day, we did what we had to do. It was unpreventable, and it's the same shit, bro. If I see him again, it's the same thing.
Damn, that's fucking wild. What about with the fans? You said you saw a fan fight?
No, not like one of my fans, but I've seen
No,
people in the crowds
yeah.
pop out fighting at other shows. You know. It's
What
just-
was that? Or well, I mean,
I don't know. People are drunk in the crowd, bro. You know, shit happens. You know.
I just think that shit is wild, man. Like, I don't know. I think
But I am getting older and realizing, you know, maybe I need to put myself in those situations, you know.
yeah.
But I mean, it is at times it's just like I said, it's unpreventable.
I just think for me as like a director of a show, I'm not a director of a show, but I just think if I were one, I would have different areas. If I were gonna like, I mean, maybe they didn't know. For instance, maybe they didn't know you guys had whatever was going on, but I just think for me, I would keep people in their own spaces so they could be with their team and stuff. And if they wanted to network,
No, well, this show was a little different. I mean, it was at the Maverick Stadium. Everybody had a booth. You know, there's not really, you can't keep people away from each other. Everybody's wandering around.
so
you
it
know?
was just open area and it was
Yeah.
like.
But
That's
even
what it-
even like the Draco situation, like there's only one backstage. You know, they're gonna run into each other. You know, like sometimes
don't
people
know.
just try to think like, oh, they're not gonna do nothing. You know, but
But the
there's
internet-
people that
yeah.
are really about it, bro. You know,
Well,
I'm not
clearly,
trying to I'm
but-
not trying to put myself up here like, oh, I'm this fucking crazy guy, but I'm a man, bro, and ain't nobody gonna take that from me.
I just think, okay, so me as an outsider, like, I'm not into any shit. I don't think I have beef with anybody, but
Yeah.
just if I knew,
Like
like,
keep it that way. It's always better.
well, yeah,
bro.
I don't
It's
plan on
better.
it. You know what I mean? But
You know, you live a way simpler life that way.
yeah, and I think it's more healthier life. You
No,
know what
of
I
course.
mean? Like,
You know, I think back on a lot of shit. Like, damn, you know, like a lot of the shit I caused for myself. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You know.
I just think with big artists, like, the internet exists. Like, you could see what they're saying about whoever, and honestly, I put them at fault. Like, I mean, of course, it's up
See
to
that like what you're saying exactly. Like, you only know about this because you're asking about it. You know, like I'm never gonna go on the gram and fuck you, fuck this. You
Yeah.
know, for what? You're just putting yourself in a situation to where if you do something, they know exactly where to go. You know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. You're just targeting yourself. So that's why I don't be on the gram like that. Or you're not. If I got beef with somebody, bro, I'm not gonna be fucking tagging them and posting them or in their comments. I've had people in my comments talking shit. It's like, bro, I already beat your homie up. I already like stop it. Stop, bro. Like, you know, you ain't trying to meet up. You ain't trying to be direct. Like, you want to go in my comments, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. To me, that's just all these people I see on live going back and forth. Even higher upper artists is just like, come on, man.
yeah. Well, you're a brand, basically. You are a brand.
Exactly.
And I just think,
Nipsey has said that. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta carry yourself like a brand, bro.
yeah, exactly. And I just think to get involved in,
Even that
Yeah.
situation where I did that, like, it probably blackballed me. It probably made me look fucking ghetto or we don't want to book him. I understand it. I'm not saying, oh, fuck it, I did it, like, oh, who cares? No. I did what I had to do as a man, but as a brand, I fucked up. And I take that. I understand it 100%. And
so wouldn't you think like business over politics would be
no,
the better
there's
move?
certain shit that can be, you know, that you can look the other way, but there's certain things you can't, bro. Like, some shit's deeper than anything, you know? I'm not going to sit here and explain the situation, but
No, yeah.
that shit, there was no, like,
Yeah, I'm just,
there's no, I'll see you later. Like, hell no.
right. Well, I'm just trying to, like, for me, because I clearly don't understand. Like, was it? No, I'm not gonna have you explain that. But
It's personal shit, bro. Personal shit that was in the streets, and it got into the music as well. You know, because they have certain people that do certain things, and it's just, you know, it got bigger than what it should have.
Okay.
But you get to the point where there's no turning back.
Gotcha.
And it is what it is, bro. Like I said, I don't need to sit here and name drop and promote this shit.
Right.
Because we both know what it is when we see each other.
Gotcha.
And that's all it's going to be.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to promote nothing.
Right.
You know, I'm only speaking on it because you asked or we talked about it. But
right.
At the end of the day, I don't promote this shit. I don't advise people to go and fuck shit up like that. Like, nah, but you have to do what you have to do as a man with anybody. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, because I think about the other situations in, like, other people's careers and stuff where I'm like, because to me, I don't understand it because I'm just about business. And I also don't have that kind of beef with anybody. But I just think, to me, like, because one day I'm going to be a brand, like, and my name will just be a brand. Like Kevin Hart, like, he doesn't smoke weed because he's a brand, and that he has to keep that character to keep being as successful as he is.
No, of course.
So for me, like, I just don't think, I mean, sure, maybe one day I get a beef with somebody that I didn't want, but whatever, bro.
Even if people are going to have disagreements and shit like that, it's just, not everything has to go to the media, bro.
That's true. Yeah, that's
you
also
know,
true.
Even when that shit happened, it got on social media because, like you said, there's hundreds of people there. I was getting tagged on videos the next day of fucking the fights breaking. It happens, bro.
Videos out, cameras out. It was
did I repost anything? No, absolutely not. Because for what, bro? My shit is my shit. It's in the streets. Mm-hmm. All that matters is what happened. The people who I got into it with, they know what time it is with me. Obviously, like, you know, they didn't. I'm not saying they fucking tucked their tail and ran from me either. You know, we did our shit as men, both of us.
Gotcha.
You know, it doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, like, that's what it is. It has nothing to do with clout or who's harder than the other, because it's just, we're gonna handle our shit.
Right.
You know.
Do you have any? I know you're talking about how you're currently in the works. You're working on your music and stuff. You're writing. You're making music. You also said you wanted to drop or you have an idea of when you wanted to drop?
Yeah, I want to say probably early spring.
Gotcha. Is there anything in the middle that you have coming up, or like any shows in the middle of that, or?
Right now, no. I was doing like a little show run with the homie Gerben. He was booking stuff for us, but I just personally myself told him I want to take a step back and focus on my music right now.
Just making the music, going as hard as you can. Because
lately it's just been a lot of turn-ups, going different places. I mean, which, don't get me wrong, it's fun, it's dope. We're doing shows, we're going places, but I rather just make the next move bigger than the last instead of doing a bunch of shit that's just staying the same, you know? It's almost like I'd rather take 10 steps and a bunch of small steps, you know?
Gotcha. Okay.
Because a lot of these shows, some would hit, some wouldn't, you know? There's shows that we show up that were cracking and some were horrible. It's just part of the game. Yeah. But I'm just like, you know what? It's the end of the year, holidays are coming up. Maybe just sit back, get my head right, work, and come back strong the next year, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Just regroup yourself.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people take time out and they come back better than ever, you know?
Right. Well, and I think, you know, maybe that's the right move for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like I was forcing it these last couple runs, you know? So.
Right on, bro. Well, we're going to wrap it up from here, man. Is there anybody you want to shout out? Is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, man, just thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
Ask All Media, appreciate you guys.
Thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate
man, definitely, you know, I love what you guys got going, man. It's dope.
Absolutely,
you know,
appreciate that.
Shout out to my boy Slim, my boy Boxer Boy, just the whole team we got going on, man. Bird, Jack, everybody, all the dope whips you see in my videos. The homie Jack, he's a car fiend. He's got all the whips. You know, I got a small circle, bro, but I got a solid one. You know, they know who they are, and shout out to them, man.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome, man. Well, thank you for showing out, man. And being cordial.
Can't forget awesome. My boy Sav did it, man. He's the one behind all my music too, man.
Hell yeah.
He's the one that makes my shit sound right.
Absolutely. But yeah, man. Again, thank you for coming through. Thank you for being cordial, man.
I appreciate you guys, man.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.